Happy Halloween, everybody. It's the time of Halloween. It's the time of October. So get ready to be fucking scared out of your fucking mind, alright? You are going to be shit scared of all the stuff in the streets you are going to see, alright? So this is a warning, by the way. So there's going to be stuff in the streets. You might not understand it, but you know, it's going to be fucking shit scary, alright? You're going to see skeletons. You're going to see pumpkins. You're going to see fucking witches on broomsticks, right? It's going to be fucking terrifying. But you are going to make it. We are going to make it. It'll be fine, okay? The month of Halloween, it is here. It's upon us. And, you know, we finally get to dress up as our favourite characters. We get to dress up as Five Nights at Freddy's, knock on people's doors, and say boo, give them a jump scare, and they'll be so confused, and like, because, you know, you're a 20-year-old man, and you're going trick-or-treating dressed as Freddy Fazbear from Five Nights at Freddy's, it'll be an amazing time. What better thing to do during the month of Halloween than to read spooky, scary stories from the internet. The internet is full of the scariest stories you could ever imagine. You know, we've had all sorts. We've had Slenderman, fucking scary as shit. Jeff the Killer makes me shit my pants. Tiki Toby makes me fucking quake in my boots. All the scary stories on the internet, man, better than anything else horror related. Better than Hereditary, better than what other horror films are there? I can't think of any horror movies that are actually scary. Midsommar is better than it's better than all of those. It's scarier than all of those. And one of the internet's scariest phenomenons is, you may remember them, it's Momo. Do you remember Momo? I think you do. Momo is the very scary looking queen of last year. Was it last year? It was last year, 2019. The scary witch, the scary queen of Halloween. She's got a big goofy grin, she's got wide eyes because she's looking at your cock, and she's fucking scary as shit. The internet lost their minds. People made video games, people made all sorts, but what they did not make was creepypastas, which is really weird to me, because that was the entire idea of this video. So the idea of this video was that I was gonna read Momo Creepypastas, and like there isn't any. Well, there's like two. But like it's really weird to me because there's more porn of Momo than there is actual scary stories about Momo, which is really weird, and I didn't expect it at all. But we have found one story on creepypasta.com, so we're gonna read through this story, and yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay, so this story is called The Momo Challenge, and there's no author, so the author is unknown. If you're the person who wrote this, speak now. Speak up. Get a megaphone and make your voice heard. What did I do? Make your voice heard. Tell us who you are. Give us all of the details of who you are. Give us your account details. Give us your bank account. Give us your credit card number. Give us your address. Give us your full legal name. Give us your parents' name. Just give us everything so we can learn more about you. And as we can see from the rating, this has got a 6.56 out of 10. So it's not a 10 out of 10, so it's kind of going to be shit, probably. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1. There was still a chill in the air. The morning sun was hidden behind dark rain clouds. A lone man made his way down a quiet country path. Gravel crunched under his heavy walking boots. He heard rain as it began to fall and make its way down to trees. Suddenly, there was the sound of twigs breaking behind him as something ran up behind him. Who was it? It was fucking Momo herself. She was running up to strangle him to death with her chicken hands. You think that because Momo is a chicken, if Momo's a chicken, you could cut her head off and cook her like a chicken, couldn't you? Have some Momo for breakfast. Momo breakfast, you know? Have a Momo Thanksgiving, you know, man? Oh god, there's so many adverts on this website that it's had to reload and it won't let me read it because there's so many freaking adverts. A grubby looking ball rolled in front of him. Took you long enough. Bending down to pick the ball up, he turned and looked at the large golden Labrador that eagerly stared back at him. I don't want to get caught in the rain, okay? So last one, yeah? Man's disrespecting his dog. If you keep being such a fucking slow ass, you're gonna get the fucking belt, alright? The man launched the ball down the path and watched as the dog raced after it. The man watched as the dog stood over the ball and paused. Hey, today would be nice, alright? I've got things to do, okay? Stop being such a fucking slow coach. Without taking the ball, the dog took off down another path. Ah, damn it. Best not be chasing that cat again. Freaking stupid mutt chasing all these cats that are around here. Do you think it's Ninja again? Again, it's a connected universe. It's Ninja again. What the fuck is he doing? He's causing havoc. He's doing everything. It's him. The man grumbled under his breath as he broke into a slow jog. Once he had retrieved the ball, he looked around. His dog was nowhere to be seen. At the end of the path was a large farmhouse, set far back from the country lane. You could hear soft, low-pitched whining. Shadow, where are you, boy? This man's got Shadow the Hedgehog as his dog. Man, I wish I could have Shadow the Hedgehog as my pet. I wish I could play ball with Shadow the Hedgehog. Man, this guy's so lucky. After going silent for several seconds, an unsettling sobbing noise emanated from the tree line. I told you to leave that damn cat alone. He's just trying to play Fortnite, alright? He's just trying to get the wins. Jesus, man. Just let a man play. Just let a man play the game. Stop being such a backseat gamer. The man searched the tree line as he made his way down the path towards the farmhouse. A cell phone lay at the edge of the path. As he knelt to inspect it, he noticed it was sat in a pool of blood. The screen had been cracked. He thought he heard something whisper, "Help me," before the sobbing continued. The hell is this? What the fuck is this bullshit? I don't have time for this. Fuck it, I don't have time to solve these fucking horror puzzles and shit. Come on, man. I've got things to do, man. He dropped the phone and frantically tried to wipe the blood off. A slight movement in the ditch caught his attention. A small, pale girl reached her hand out towards him and shrieked. The man stumbled as he stared back at the girl, unable to take his eyes off her. She was covered in blood and her matted hair covered most of her face. She was shaking violently as she stared right back at the man, the whites of her eyes piercing through her messy hair. With her breath visible in the cold morning air, she let out another wailing shriek. Oh no, it's freaking Momo, she's coming after me! She's coming after me, she's going to chase me down and kill me! I didn't know Momo was real, I thought he was just made up. I thought he was just a creepypasta, a spooky story, but it turns out it's real! It's IRL! Okay, Chapter 2. Several hours earlier, a porch light flickers on, illuminating the driveway as a car pulls up along the farmhouse. A young woman, Carmen, steps out of the vehicle into the cool What does this have to do with what we were just reading? What is this? What is this? Who the fuck is Carmen? What the fuck is this? Am I reading a different story? What the fuck? Crickets chirped from the dark forest that surrounds the house. The wooden steps creaked as she made her way to the door. She paused and looked through the nearby window. The house was in darkness. Carmen pressed the doorbell as she continued to look through the window. She flinched at how loud the ringing was. Ah, you're hurting me fucking ears, man. She pulled out her cell phone and scrolled to contact Amy. Carmen paced beside the door as she made the call. It rang several times before Carmen realised she could hear her phone vibrating. She peered back through the window and saw Amy's phone lighting up a section of the living room. Carmen let out a sigh, muttering under her breath, "What's going on, Amez?" She knocked on the door. Amy, better be a good reason you're ghosting me, okay? You can ghost all your boyfriends and shit, but you can't ghost me. I'm your mother, okay? You can't live life like this. You can't just be ghosting guys left, right and centre. You can't ghost everybody, please. You can't ghost everybody. Are you a ghost? Are you dead? No reply came and Carmen decided to let herself in. Moonlight poured into the kitchen window, flickering through the swaying trees. Amez, where you at? A breeze sent a chill over Carmen and she rubbed her arms. The door slammed shut in the draft, blocking the light from the porch. Startled, Carmen flinched and inhaled sharply. Alexa, lights on.
Okay, calling Santa.
Slowly, the large open plan room was lit up, except for the kitchen area that remained illuminated by the moonlight. Carmen walked over to the cell phone and picked it up. Wiping the dust from the screen, she noticed a lot of messages and missed calls, all from the same number. Preview of a message caught Carmen's attention. It read, "The Momo Challenge." I've read about that online. That's the scary spooky challenge of the scary spooky girl. No, my daughter is dead. The floorboards above her head creaked as something moved above her. Turning her gaze upwards, she noticed a light come on above the stairwell. Just so you know, Amez, if you jump out at me, I'm not going to be sorry when I hit you, okay? I'm a championship boxer, right? If you come out and jump scare me, I'm going to rock'em sock'em your face, alright? And I will have no regrets about it. Okay? Because it's your fault. So, just letting you know, just giving you a warning. Alright? Because I've got big muscles. I could knock you out in an instant. Carmen rolled her eyes as she made her way towards the stairs. As she reached the bottom of the stairs, she paused. Behind her, a shadowy reflection moved across the widescreen TV. A tall, thin figure walked past the kitchen window. It walked up to the edge of the shadowy kitchen and stared right at Carmen. It remained motionless. Even with its back hunched, it loomed over the girl. Long dark hair flowed down the figure's pale body. Two large eyes peered out of the darkness, unblinking and focused. Carmen turned her head sharply at a noise from the kitchen, but nothing appeared to be moving. The soft moonlight flickered across the top of the dining table. As she turned back to make her way up the stairs, another clattering sound echoed from the kitchen, and something ran out from under the table. Carmen grabbed the railing as it darted past her. Jesus, cat! Oh, it was a cat. It was Ninja again. Man, Ninja's causing all sorts of trouble. I told you, he's the main antagonist of this connected universe. She let out a soft laugh. No need. A tree branch rattled against the window above the stairwell. As she went up the stairs, she paused on the landing and saw the cat stood at the top of the stairs. The moonlight reflected in its eyes. Think you are funny, don't you? You think you're a funny Let's Player? You think you're a funny gamer, don't you, Ninja? Well, you're not very funny. You don't fool me. I know who you are. I know your master plan. I know what you're trying to do. So, yeah, I'm watching you. I've got a close eye on you. As she reached out her hand to pet the cat, it hissed at her and ran away. The tall, pale figure watched from the dark corner of the landing. As Carmen looked around, the figure tilted its head to a neck-breaking degree as Carmen looked right through it. Once she was upstairs, the lights below suddenly went off. Carmen ignored it and walked along the corridor towards Amy's room, finding the door slightly open. She then gently knocked at the door with the back of her hand. Looking through the gap, the room was in darkness. Amy? Behind her, the long dark hair of the pale figure dangled from the ceiling above Carmen. The pale figure opened its wide mouth and a snake-like tongue emerged, slithering towards Carmen. As she slowly entered the room, the door was ripped out of her grasp and she was pulled into the darkness. The door slammed behind her. Carmen, no! No! Ninja's causing all the trouble. Seems like Ninja has created a ritual to summon Momo into the universe, and this main character is fucking dumb. If I was in this situation, I would know where Momo is, and I would knock them out instantly. I would win, guys, I'm telling you. If I was in the story, man, I would just freaking own this story. I would win. Okay, chapter 3 now. The sound of metal grinding reverberated through the room as the sound of metal grinding reverberated through the room as the deadbolt clicked into place. What the hell, Amy? Carmen put the lights on and turned to face her friend. Carmen? Carmen's annoyed appearance quickly turned to one of concern. Damn, what's going on with you? Amy was shaking, with dark circles around her tearful eyes. As she looked over her friend, Carmen grabbed her arm. Are you cutting again? Seriously? Amy pulled her arm away and clasped the wound. You shouldn't have come. Why? Why are you here? Amy walked towards the window, muttering incoherently and frantically, searched for something outside. You sent me a message to come over, said something was wrong. Carmen watched as Amy froze. Now that I am here, I would say that is an understatement. Amy held her head in her hands and began to shake her head. No, I didn't. I refused. As Carmen looked around the room, she realised the extent of the mess. It was in a dishevelled state. It looked like someone had ransacked the place searching for something. It was Ninja. He was looting for ammo and guns. He's trying to get the victory royale, bruh. He's trying to win. Carmen put her hand on Amy's trembling shoulder. Amy, you need to tell me what's going on right now. Amy stayed quiet for several seconds, searching for a response. Did you see her? With a puzzled look on her face, Carmen shook her head. Who? Amy pulled away from her friend and began to scratch her desk. My phone. I need it. Where is it? Today's youth, man. Isn't this commentary, isn't it? Today's youth just can't stay away from their phones. Man, why can't we go back to the good old days where kids went out and played outside, man? We wouldn't be in this situation then. Jeez, man. Fucking society, man. Society. Carmen took the phone out of her pocket and handed it to Amy. You left it downstairs. As Amy searched for something on her phone, Carmen noticed loose pages scattered across the dresser table. A drawing of a faceless woman caught Carmen's attention. As she picked it up, it revealed a notebook underneath. An oval face with large two eyes is drawn on the cover, with the name Momo literally carved into the cover hundreds of times. Carmen looked over at Amy as she paced about, fixated on her phone. On the first page, the unknown number was written in elegantly stylistic font, with the title, The Momo Challenge. in a cool, fancy font. I wonder what font it was. Maybe it was Comic Sans, maybe it was Papyrus. Papyrus is kind of cool looking, and I also think Papyrus is the guy from Undertale. I don't know. Did you guys notice that? Did you guys notice that Sans and Papyrus from Undertale are actually named after the fonts? Did you know that? Did you guys know that? That's a fun fact about Undertale for you. I bet you didn't know that. Most people don't know that, you see. But I'm pretty clever, so I know these things. Before Carmen could say anything, Amy pulled at her shoulder. Here, look. She held the phone out to show Carmen the security camera feed. Scrolling through the multiple feeds, what am I meant to be seeing here? Amy completely ignored the question. Carmen looked back at the papers scattered on the desk, and then at her friend. Focused on her phone, Amy is unaware of her friend's worried gaze. Once Amy got to the camera feed outside her bedroom, she gasped and began to shake. The tall, pale figure was right outside the door, with her face pressed up against the door. She's here. Carmen takes the phone and looks at the same feed. There was nothing there. The hallway was empty. What the fuck is going on with this woman? It seems like she's been reading too many creepypastas, been playing too many scary video games. This is what happens when you read too many creepypastas. You start believing that you are a creepypasta. You start thinking that the creepypastas are real. Again, youth, stupid millennials, will believe anything they see on TV, on their phones. They'll believe anything. The pale figure rolled its head back to look directly at the camera. She smiled wildly. If I could read the story correctly, then maybe it would be an enjoyable experience for people watching, but no, I just have to ruin it, don't I? God damn, I'm such a fucking asshole. Its mouth opened to a jaw-breaking degree, and its snake-like tongue slithered down the closed door. Amy spun to face the door. Watching her tongue slither up the door, she began to cry and shake violently. Her legs went numb, and she collapsed to her knees. Carmen held her friend. Desperately, she tried to calm her down. The fucking site reloaded again. Fucking... the dodgy website, man. This is probably why it's got a 6 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10. The tongue slithered up to the deadbolt and hesitated. Then it flicked the light switch off. Amy was now sobbing uncontrollably. It's just a bad bulb. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you, I promise. Carmen tried to reassure her friend. The sound of the deadbolt sliding open made both girls freeze. The room was silent as both girls watched the door slowly creep open. Nothing was there. Oh my fucking god, what the fuck is going on? Carmen stood up to go and turn the lights back on. Amy's phone started to ring, making Carmen jump. She recognised the number, the one from the book, the same one Amy had multiple unread messages from. Without hesitation, she answered the call. What do you want? Carmen blasted angrily. All she could hear on the other end was raspy breathing. Behind the girls, pale bony fingers curled out of the large dresser table mirror. They held onto the frame. The pale face appeared, with dark circles where the eyes should be. The figure pulled itself through the mirror, its limbs contorting to an impossible angle. It towered over Amy and stared down at her. Carmen flicked the light switch on and looked out into the hallway. Nothing was there. Who else is? Carmen turned back towards her friend. She dropped the phone to the ground and the screen cracked. Her gaze focused on the tall figure looming over her friend, its pale skin glistening in the moonlight. The flowing dark hair reached the ground and pooled around Annie. It raised its freakishly long arm and Amy stood up, completely focused on Carmen. Amy, you need to come over here. The fear was evident in her voice. The figure lifted its head to face Carmen. Its round black eyes shimmered in the light. I'm sure there's an explanation for all of this. I'm sure that the figure is literally just something quite simple, really. The light turning on and off, that's a bad bulb. The door blowing open, that's just the wind. And the pale figure, that's literally just a lamp, okay? It's just a lamp, it's just your imagination. It's a lamp with a fucking wig on it, okay? Jesus Christ, these idiots, believing in ghosts, believing whatever they see. Again, millennials, they just believe whatever they see. Fucking morons, man. Fucking, I hate them. Fucking kill them all. I am sorry, Carmen. I have no choice. Amy's eyes turned black as she moved swiftly towards Carmen. As Amy lunged at Carmen, the figure's thin, lipless mouth turned to a smile. Oh, it curled into a creepypasta smile, a scary Jeff the Killer smile, a scary creepy smile as she turned her head and smiled creepily with her eyes wide open. It was so fucking creepy and scary and creepy. I think this girl is insane. Don't you love it in real life when you meet someone and they turn their head and smile with their eyes wide open creepily. That's a pretty funny person. I love it when people do that in real life, IRL. They're really creepy, they're really mysterious people. I wonder what's going on in their brains. Okay, so now we move on to chapter 4. Fucking website. Whoa. The website just reloaded and I saw an author name. Wait. Oh, the author's name is at the bottom for some reason. Okay, so wait, let's redo it. Cut everything out that I just did. We're gonna start again.
I miss the old Kanye, straight from the gold Kanye, chop up the soul Kanye, set on his goals Kanye.
Alright, so this was actually written by Rios911. That's the person who wrote it. I didn't know that. I thought the author was just a mystery, an anonymous source. I thought this story was real. I thought this was a true story, man. But it turns out it's just a fake. It's just a phony. Can't believe people would make up stories about Momo. I'm here looking for real, true stories. I'm trying to make a video called 3 Scary True Stories so that people can watch them. But people keep faking the stories. I don't know, man. It's just kind of fucking bullshit. People need to stop. I'm not going to read your story if you keep faking it. The next morning, the man slid into the ditch beside the injured girl. She tried to say something as he helped her sit up. Her body was covered in horrific injuries. The man wrapped his jacket around her. The dog hid in the tree line and barked hysterically. The girl began to cry uncontrollably as she looked back at the path. Stood on the path, Amy and the pale figure stared down at her. Her friend was almost unrecognizable. Her dark eyes stood out against her pale skin. Her blood-soaked hair draped over her face. Amy held the broken phone in her hand. The Momo challenge was obscured as blood ran over the screen. Perfectly still, they both smiled down at Carmen. Dun dun dun! Put funny sound effects. Put funny plot twist sound effects. Dun dun dun! What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck did I just read? What just happened? What? Is this real? Leave a like if this real. Leave a like if it isn't. Alright, well, that's the end of the story. So, yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. I'd say that is a 6.56 out of 10 because it was fucking bullshit. It wasn't true. It wasn't real. People are making it up for no reason. I don't get it. I don't get why you just make things up. I don't know why you'd lie on the internet, to be honest. Like, it's kind of just scummy, and if you lie on the internet, you're a piece of shit, alright? Straight up. Facts. So yeah, that was the Momo challenge. If you got scared, then haha, you're a pussy. You got scared out of Momo Creepypasta. Haha. I think if you got scared at this, you should get bullied. I'm gonna send death threats to you and your family if you got scared at this, because you're just a pussy. You're a pussy. Haha, little pussy baby boy got scared at Momo Creepypasta. Haha. So we also learned that ghosts aren't real. It can all be explained. There's an explanation for everything. None of this was real. This guy just made it up. And even if it was real, we could explain it away, like, easily. It could all be explained. It's obvious that the tall, pale figure was just a Jehovah's Witness, and she had converted Carmen to their religion. Obviously. Man, people get so freaked out over nothing. It's actually fucking stupid. Fucking idiots, man. So yeah, that was the scariest fucking story ever made. I am fucking shitting myself. There is shit everywhere. That was the fucking scariest story of all time. And we also learned that Ninja is not to be trusted. Don't trust Ninja at all. He is disguising himself as a cat. Actually, maybe it's not even the same Ninja. Maybe it's a clone of Ninja. Maybe Ninja's DNA was taken out of his body and placed into a cat to create Ninja the cat, who is the exact same personality as Ninja, except evil. It's evil Ninja. It's anti-Ninja. It's fucking darky Ninja. What would be the dark version of Ninja? It's Dark Ninja. Alright, it's the Dark Ninja. Anyway, so yeah, that was the story. That was the video. Halloween is fucking over, guys. Let's celebrate Christmas instead.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!